मंगलमय मंगल करण पीतराग विज्ञान नमो ताई जाते भये अरिहंतादि महान करि मंगल करि हो महा ग्रंथ करन को काज जाते मिले समाज सब पावे निज पद राज। Acharya Kalp Pandit Pravar Todarmal ji has written this Moksha Marg Prakashak. And in this, we were onto nature of conduct. Right? Under this heading, we discussed misconjecture about good and bad, and then constitution and growth of Ragdvesh. And now we are going to complete this topic. So, basically, under conduct, there are 25 passions. So the chief cause of our mundane existence is delusion and conduct. Okay, two qualities are being affected. The first one is the belief quality and the second one is conduct. Okay, so Monia Karma has two divisions, belief and conduct. So because of the wrong belief, the conduct is also wrong. And under conduct, there are 25 kinds of passions. And if you want to put it in shortcut, then we say attachments and aversions. So out of 25 passions, 13 are attachment and 12 are aversion. That is being discussed in this. So all these are subdivisions of Mithya Charitra only. Okay. So we are on to now page number 129. And Subhaji, you will be able to share the screen if I make you a co-host?
I cannot do it, Jim. I tried once earlier, but it is not coming.
Okay, okay.
But I can read because I have the book with me.
Okay, then it's fine. So we are on to page number 129 and we begin with, yeah.
Yes, Ji. And the pride, anger, pride, deceit, greed, laughter, liking, disliking, sorrow, fear, disgust, female sex passion, male sex passion, neuter sex passion, forms of passional disposition are nothing but the details of this attachment, aversion feelings only. All these are the subdivisions of Mithya Charitra only. All these have already been described earlier. And in this conduct, there is absence of self-absorption form of conduct. Therefore, it is also termed as a charitra, non-conduct. And here, those passional thoughts are not destroyed or are not free from attachment. Therefore, this is called asamyam, incontinence, or avirati, vowlessness, because if there is unrestrained involvement in the objects of five senses and mind, and in the injury of five kinds of immobile being as well as mobile beings, and the thoughts of renouncing them do not arise. The same is termed as 12 kinds of incontinence or vowlessness. Such activities takes place on the evolution of the passional dispositions. Hence, know that Mithya Charitra is called asamyam or avirati. This is also termed as avrat, vowlessness, because indulgence in sinful acts of injury, falsehood, theft, unchastity, and hoarding is called avrat. The root cause of all these tendencies is the pramatyago, that is, the activity actuated by passions. The pramatyago is full of passions, therefore, mithya charitra is also called avrat, vowlessness. In this way, the nature of wrong conduct, mithya charitra, has been described.
Read again.
One Majid. Okay. In this way, the tendency of wrong belief, wrong knowledge, and wrong conduct is found in the mundane being since eternity. This type of conduct is found in all kinds of jivas from one sense, etc., up to the irrational five sense beings. And expecting and accepting true believers, such kind of conduct is found in all the rational five sense beings. Whatever type of contact be possible in whichever state of existence, the same should be understood in that context. For example, the one sense being, etc., are found possessed with less or more senses, and the attachment of wealth, son, etc., is found in the human beings only. With the consideration of these things, only the wrong belief, etc., are described here. And whatever peculiarities are possible in whichever state of existence, the same should be understood in that context. Further, the one sense being, etc., do not know the name of the senses, body, etc., but the disposition which signifies the meaning of that name, they are found indulging in them in the aforesaid manner. For instance, I touch with the touch sense. Body is mine. Such word or name is not known to him. Nevertheless, it indulges in that disposition which signifies its meaning. And the human being, etc., know many of the names too and tend to indulge according to their characteristics. Such many types of peculiarities are possible in different contexts.
Fine. So this is the end of nature of wrong conduct. And under this, we initially discussed the 25 kinds of passions. Okay, out of which 13 are included in attachment and 12 in aversions. Okay. So because of this wrong conduct, there is absence of self-absorption. Self-absorption form of conduct. That means Swarup Acharan Charitra. Okay. So there is absence of self-absorption form of conduct. Therefore, it is also termed as acharitra or non-conduct. And here those passional thoughts are not destroyed or are not free from attachment. Therefore, this is called asayam, incontinence, or avirati. Okay, either it is called asayam or it is called avirati. When we say avirati, that means woelessness. A person who is not able to take woes. Okay, like a person in the fourth stage. He is samyak drashti, he is a right believer, but still he is not able to manifest this conduct. Okay, he is not able to take vows because of avirati. So avirati has 12 divisions, 5 senses and mind, that is 6, and again 5 kinds of immobile beings and mobile beings. So 5 kinds of immobile beings means thavar, and mobile being means thrust. So total is 12. Okay. Because if there is unrestrained involvement, okay, in the objects of 5 senses and mind, and in the injury of 5 kinds of immobile beings as well as mobile beings, and the thoughts of renouncing them do not arise, okay, the same is termed as 12 kinds of incontinence or woelessness, asayam or avirati. Okay. So he is not able to renounce these activities, and that's why it is incontinence or woelessness. Such activities takes place on the evolution of the passional dispositions. Hence, know that Mithya Charitra is called asanyam or avirati. This is also termed as avrat, woelessness, because indulgence in sinful acts of injury, hinsa, falsehood, jute, theft, chori, unchastity, abram, and hoarding, that is parigram, is called a vrat. Okay. And if you are a vrati, then there will be partial renouncement of all these activity. Although you cannot completely wipe out the uh, sinful acts of injury, falsehood, theft, etc., etc. But at least there is some restraint. But here there is no restraint because this person is with delusion. And when there is delusion, there is wrong conduct. And because of wrong conduct, this kind of activities are not possible. The root cause of all these tendency is the pramat yoga. Pramat yoga, that is the activity actuated by passions. Okay. The pramat yoga is full of passions. Therefore, mithya charitra is also called avrat, woelessness. In this way, the nature of wrong conduct, mithya charitra, has been described. So initially they discussed wrong belief, then wrong knowledge, and then wrong conduct. Now all these three has been discussed. So now is the time for conclusion. In this way, the tendency of wrong belief, wrong knowledge, and wrong conduct is found in the mundane beings since eternity. Anadi se, no beginning, right? So wrong belief, wrong knowledge, and wrong conduct. So belief is B, knowledge is K, and conduct is C, BKC, wrong BKC, short form, okay? Although we came to know about it very late, but still, henceforth we will be not describing the full thing. Wrong BKC, wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. This type of conduct is found in all kinds of jivas from one sensed, etc. So one sense, two sense, three sense, four sense, five sense, to the irrational five sense being without man. Okay, there is those who don't have mind. So those are irrational five sense being. So one sense to irrational five sense being, and accepting true believers. Okay, because true believers has got the right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct. Accepting true believers, such kind of conduct is found in all the rational five sense being. So from one sense to irrational five sense plus accepting right believer, all rational beings are also included in this wrong conduct. Whatever type of conduct be possible in whichever state of existence, the same should be understood in that context. Okay. For example, the one sense being are found possessed with less or more senses. So one sense being has only touch sense with him. Okay. Then two sense. So touch and taste. Then three sense. Touch, taste, smell. Then four sense. Touch, taste, smell, eyes. Right. That is, he can see through eyes. The fifth one is ear. Okay. So the one sense being are found possessed with less or more senses. Okay. Etc. It's written. So one sense, two sense, three sense, four sense, five sense. You consider all these. Okay. So some are having less and some are having more. And the attachment of wealth, son, etc. is found in the, one minute, I'll make you a cost. Page number 129. For example, the one sense being, etc., are found possessed with less or more senses, and the attachment of wealth, son, etc., is found in the human beings only. Okay. So it is just giving an example of the earlier line. The same should be understood in that context. Whatever type of conduct is possible in whatever state of existence. Okay. So this is what they mean to say. With the consideration, page 129. We are at the end of page 129. With the consideration of these things, only the wrong belief, etc., wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct are described here. And whatever peculiarities are possible in whichever state of existence. Now we are into next page. Yes. Yes. The same should be understood in that context. Further, the ones and beings, etc., do not know the name of the senses, body, etc. But the disposition which signifies the meaning of the name, they are found indulging in them in the aforesaid manner. For instance, I touch with the touch sense, body is mine. Such word or name is not known to him. Spelling mistake. Not known to him. Nevertheless, it indulges in that disposition which signifies its meaning. And the human beings, etc., know many of the names too and tend to indulge according to their characteristics. Such many types of peculiarities are possible in different contexts. So this was all about wrong conduct. Now the last topic of this chapter, the glory of delusion. In Hindi it is called Moh Ki Mahima, and in Hindi it is page number 93. Okay, Moh Ki Mahima. Very interesting topic. First we will do the markings and then we will cover the points. So there are total 11 points in this whole topic. So first we will do the marking. Okay. So the first one starts with the beginning, such disposition. Okay. The second one is in the sixth line, and in the human beings. Yeah, that is the second point. Okay. The third point is one line letter. Even if the chance of the discourse of a real monk, that is third point. One line letter, and if he also perceives the truth, fourth point. The next paragraph, fifth point, when death occurs. Then fifth line, the wife, son, etc. are clearly seen in the companions. Then seventh point, 4 lines later on, wealth, property, etc. Next line, eighth point, further, the condition of the body. Then next paragraph, next page, although he knows, that is ninth point. Then the next paragraph, 10th point. Next two paragraphs are 10th point. And then 11th point, and due to indulgence, that is the 11th point. And then the next paragraph is the conclusion. Okay. So we will read one by one point and understand. Okay. So first, Aditi ji, you read.
The glory of delusion. Such dispositions of wrong belief, etc., are found in this jeev since eternity. These are not imbibed afresh. Behold its greatness, whatever embodied form this jeev attains there in that particular state of existence, such sort of aforesaid conduct only is found automatically to this jeev, even without any sermonization, due to the rise of moha, deluding karma. And in the human beings, etc., even on meeting the cause of right thinking, right form of conduct is not evolved, and even if the change of discourse of a real monk is available and he may admonish repeatedly, but he does not pay any attention. And if he also perceives the truth rightly, even then He does not believe in it and believes contrarily. The same is being explained here under.
Stop. So 4 points have been covered in this paragraph. The first one, such disposition of wrong belief, etc. So wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct, BKC, are found in this jiva since eternity. Okay, so there is no beginning. These are not imbibed afresh. It is there since eternity. Behold its greatness. Whatever embedded form this jiva attains, there at in that particular state of existence, such sort of aforesaid conduct only is found automatically to this jiva, even without any sermonization. Sermonization means teaching, due to the rise of more deluding karma. So we are discussing the glory of delusion, that is moh ki mahima. Okay, and here the first point says that whatever body this soul acquires, he because of delusion, he considered that body to be his own. Okay, and that is the first problem. So there is a very good example that there was one wealthy Seth businessman. Okay, and Muniraj said that when your this birth gets over, because of your past inauspicious karma, you have bound a life in an insect. So after this birth, you will become an insect. And after that birth, because you have done such good things later on, so because of that, then you will get a birth of a monk. Okay. So what this businessman said to his sons, that the moment I die, yeah, and he said that you will become an insect and you will come back to your home only, this home only. So the businessman said to his sons that when I die, insect will come to our house, and the moment you see them, you kill him, so that my life will be over and then I will become a monk. Okay, so that was his plan. So son said, okay, 2, 3 sons were there. So then that businessman died and he became an insect in the next birth, and he came to that same place, his home only, right? But in the form of an insect. Soul is same, but now his state of existence has changed. Earlier he was a human being, now he is in a subhuman state. Okay, and as instructed by his father, the sons tried to kill that insect. But that insect, what he did, he forgot everything about all these things. And he tried to save his life. And he went into something, inside something. That means
He went into gutter, sir. Gutter.
not gutter, actually it is vista, mal, feces.
Malar gutter something.
Yeah, feces. So he, the moment he acquired that body of subhuman state, he forgot all this. And he had this longing for his body, and he believed that his body is his own. So the moment the sons tried to kill him, he, for saving his life, he went into that gutter or whatever. That means soul may say that body is not mine, but when he acquires the new birth, he forgets everything here and he tries to save his life because he believes that body is his own. So that is the example. So because of delusion, he believes such. Second point, and in the human beings, etc., even on meeting the causes of right thinking, right form of conduct is not evolved. Getting the causes of right thinking, okay? But still right form of conduct is not evolved because you have to think deep on those things. You have to put logics onto it, and then you have to arrive at a decision to manifest right belief, right knowledge, right conduct. But he has got the opportunity, but still he is not developing that right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct. Third point, even if the chance of the discourse of a real monk is available, okay, and he may admonish repeatedly. So admonish here means explain, okay, and he may explain repeatedly, but he does not pay any attention. So he has got the association of a real monk, and he also is keen on teaching him, preaching him, but this fellow does not pay any attention.
Sir,
What is
that sorry, that admonish Hindi में क्या लिखा?
admonish हिंदी में लिखा है समझाए.
समझाए, okay.
So the words in English are a bit vague. Sermonization is only teaching only. Simple words are there, but they still at the maybe this is written 25 years ago. So at that point of time, they use these words. So if you see the in dictionary, you will get these words, but there are simple and better words available, and this really does not depict the right meaning. Now, admonish is exactly not samjaye, but here it is written like that. So it's like that. So he has got an association of a monk, real monk, okay, and he is also explaining him everything, but he does not pay any attention. He does not listen to it seriously. Fourth point, and if he also perceives the truth rightly, now he understands rightly, even then he does not believe in it, okay, and believes contrarily. The same is being explained here. So these are the 4 points covered. Now starting from 5th point in the next paragraph, 5, 6, 7, and 8, okay. So here you have to identify. The other day I explained you what are the 4 pillars of delusion. Anyone?
Like tell her someone else.
What are the 4 pillars?
Sir,
delusion?
that one, oneness, minus,
Good.
Kartritva Bhukti, that is doership and enjoyership.
Right. Very good. Absolutely correct. So in this paragraph, you will be able to make out all these. One of these will be here. Okay. You have to identify. Now the 5th point, Sasikala ji, you read.
When death occurs, the body and the soul clearly get separated. Leaving one body, the soul reincarnates in another body. There the peripatetic devas, etc. That is peripatetic devas means Asura.
Vyantar Dev.
Vyantar, okay. Vyantar devas, etc. are seen disclosing the relations of their previous birth, but he cannot discriminate the self from the body. The wife, son, etc. are clearly seen to be the companions of their selfish motto. If their self-interest is not served instantly, they are seen turning inimical, but this misbeliever feels minus, that is minus, second, in them, and for fulfilling their desires, he indulges in various types of sinful acts which become instrumental cause of his going to hell, etc. Wealth, property, etc. are seen changing hands, but he believes the same to be his own. Further, the condition of the body and the external property, etc., are seen getting created and destroyed of their own. He unnecessarily becomes the doer of them. There, the work which goes right according to his will, about it he says, I did it. And if it goes wrong, then he says, what I can do. Rather, he thinks, so was to happen, or why did it happen like this? But either he should have been the doer of all such deeds, or should have remained non-doer, but he does not think so.
Stop. So the first one is, which are the 4 pillars of delusion? Which one you will attribute that to? When death occurs, the body and the soul clearly get separated. Living one body, the soul reincarnates, okay, in other body. So he takes up another body, okay. He gets birth in another body. There, the peripatetic Vyantara Dev. There are 4 kinds of celestial beings, okay. So Vyantar Adik. Adik means the other 3 also, okay. Not other 3, 3 on other 2, okay. So Vyantar, Bhavanvasi, and there is one more. Vaimanik Dev is not considered because Vaimanik Dev,
Jyotish.
Jyotish,
Jyotishwar.
Jyotish are seen disclosing the relation of their previous birth, but he cannot discriminate the self from the body, okay. So this Ventaradi comes and tell them that you were in this life and he inflicted so much pain on you, but he cannot discriminate the self from the body, okay. So this is an error of what? Oneness.
Oneness.
Right, good. The second one, 6th point, right? The wife, son, etc. are clearly seen to be the companion of their selfish motto, okay. If their self-interest is not served instantaneously, they are seen turning inimical. Inimical means perverse, wrong. But this misbeliever feels minus in them, and for fulfilling their desires, he indulges in various types of sinful acts, which become instrumental cause of his going to hell. So even at the cost of going to hell, he believes the son, wife as his own, but in reality, they are not their own, okay? If their self-interest is not served, either they take divorce or the son goes different from his father's path and business and all. So if their self-interest is not served, they instantly turn inimical. They turn perverse, opposite, okay? But this misbeliever feels mindness. So this is the second. Why these things are happening, because of delusion. And we are here discussing the glory of delusions, okay? So this was the 6th point. He indulges in various types of sinful acts which become instrumental cause of his going to hell. So in the first place, wife, son are not his own, okay? But he believes them as to his own. That is the first mistake. Then for them, he is doing so many other sinful activities. And the result of those sinful activity, the fruit of all those sinful activity, he has to bear and he has to go to hell. But because of delusion, he is not able to realize this. Okay. There is a famous story about sage Valmiki, right? He was a dacoit earlier, okay? And his profession was to do dacoity and loot wealth from wealthy people. So one day he got in touch with a monk. So the monk said, "Why are you doing such sinful acts?" So he said, "I have to feed my family, I have to take care of them, my wife, my children and all." So the monk asked him, "You have asked your family members that if tomorrow some punishment will be inflicted on you, they will come to bear with you?" So that dacoit was started thinking. He said, I have not thought about it, but I will go and ask my family member and they will be quite ready to come with me to share these sufferings. So I said, okay, you go and ask and tell me tomorrow what they are saying. So he went home and asked their family members that I am doing all these sinful activities and that is how we are acquiring wealth and our family life is going on. So if tomorrow I am caught and if I am inflicted some punishment, then you will come and share those punishments with me. So all the family members said, why are you doing such sinful acts? We never told you to do sinful acts and bring money to home, right? So that time he realized that nobody is mine. I am unnecessarily, because of delusion, believing those people to be mine, but in reality they are not mine. And the same day he became a sage, Valmiki, the one who wrote Ramayana, So he was earlier a dacoit. So that is the story, right? So this was about mindness, okay? The seventh one, wealth, property, etc. are seen changing hands, but he believes the same to be his own. Which one? Which error?
Mindness.
Mindness or oneness also. Okay. Oneness will be also. Eighth one. Further, the condition of the body and the external property are seen getting created and destroyed of their own. Okay. He unnecessarily becomes the doer of them. So things are happening on its own, but he unnecessarily becomes the doer of them. So this is again a error. Okay. Error of doership. There the work which goes right according to his will. Okay. About it, he says, I did it. If it goes right, I did it. I am the doer. And if it goes wrong, then he says, what can I do? Rather, he thinks, so was to happen, or why did it happen like this? Okay. But either he should have been the doer of all such deeds, or should have remained the non-doer. But he does not think so. So he is so wise, and under the influence of delusion, he is making all these statements. If thing goes according to his will, he says, I did it. And if it goes against his will, then he says, what can I do? I cannot do anything. So either he has to become a doer, then he becomes a doer of all things. Otherwise, become a non-doer. But in the favorable equations, he says, I am the doer. He wants to take credit. And when there is an adverse result, then he said, what can I do? I am not the doer. So this is because of the influence of delusion that he believes and thinks such things. So this is 8th point is ending here. And now the next paragraph will be 9, 10, and then 11. Okay. 3 points are remaining. And 9th point, Priyanka ji, you read. Although slightly below. Yeah. Yeah. Priyanka ji is not there, I suppose. Prinal ji, you read.
Although he knows that death is certain, yet being sure of his death, he does not do anything worth doing. Rather, he indulges in the activities concerning the present embodied existence only. And being sure of his death, he sometimes says, I will die and the body will be burned. Sometimes says, if my fame remains, I remain alive. Sometimes says, I'm not able to read that word.
If the sons
If the sons, etc., will survive, I will survive. In this way, he prattles like a madman and thus remains unconscious about the self. Although he knows well.
Stop.
Yes.
So 9th point, you are I hope you are able to understand, but it is very practical. Again, because of delusion, he
But
acts.
this was a mindness, right? That my fame, my sons, my wealth.
My son, my wealth is all mindness, right? So I will die and the body will be burnt, So this kind of statement he is making be under the influence of delusion. He does not, he's not aware what he's saying. If my fame remains, I remain alive. So he considers his life with fame. If my
Actually, sir, this is oneness. Sorry.
if the sons, etc., will survive, I will survive. So it is all mixed. So if the sons will survive, I will survive. That means mindness, right? If my fame remains, I remain alive. So there is again oneness. I will die and the body will be burnt. So here again oneness. So it is all mixed. You have to see from case to case. Okay. In this way, he prattles like a madman and thus remain unconscious about the self. So he does not himself being only a knower and seer, but he goes beyond that and believes to be doer of all these things, either oneness, mindness, doership, or enjoyership. Okay. This is because of the influence of delusion. Okay. So now if you put it in practice in our practical life, you see that whatever we are doing, okay, that is all related to the well-being of our body, our family, our wealth, and all that, and that are not going to come with us, right? Everything will remain here. Okay. What you will carry with you in the next birth? The understanding and the decision making. Okay. Not only the knowledge, but the understanding, and over and above the understanding, the decision that you make on those understanding. That is going to carry forward with you in the next birth. But because of the influence of delusion, he is doing such activities where he does not have, he remains unconscious about his self and about his development. Okay. So this was the 9th point. In all these 9 points, if you see, one cause is the influence of delusion everywhere. Because of delusion, he does this. Because of delusion, he does this. So delusion is very important, and it is the first thing that we should get rid of. So how can you get rid of delusion? Quick reply. Anybody?
Right knowledge.
Right knowledge. Okay.
No. Stand neutral.
Pardon? Rajeshri ji, what do you think?
There is the 7 elements, 7 tattvas that we have to go into and understand that, and then try to remove all our false delusions that we have in life.
Yes, yes, yes. Very true. So if you understand the 7 fundamentals very clearly, then your delusions will automatically go. So that is the only way. 7 fundamentals, you should have absolutely clear-cut knowledge about each element. So there are 7 elements, you have to know each element, and that is how you get rid of delusion. And when you are under the influence of delusion, you make this kind of mistakes. Okay. Now moving on to the 10th point, Rajeshri ji, you read. Although he knows well
that he has to live for the next embodied life, yet he makes no effort for getting agreeable and avoiding unagreeable associations for the next birth, and instead makes ceaseless efforts in order that the generation of his sons, grandsons, etc., may remain in agreeable condition. Nothing unagreeable may happen to them. Shall I continue, sir?
Next paragraph also you continue, because it is the same point, 10th point only.
Although after someone's death, the property collected in the present existence is not seen rendering any help, yet in spite of being sure of the next birth, he continues to protect and acquire property, etc., in this birth. And due to indulgence in sensual pleasures, passional acts, and acts of injury, he himself becomes unhappy and miserable, becomes foe of others, and reapproachable in this world, and becomes miserable in the next world also. All this he knows well, yet indulges in the foresaid acts only. Although in many ways he himself perceives all this well, yet he believes, knows, and follows contrarily. So all this is a glory of delusion.
Next. Now the conclusion.
In this way, the jiva is found in indulging in wrong belief, knowledge, conduct, and beginningless time. Due to this indulgence, the association of karmas creating several kinds of miseries in this world is found. These perverse dispositions are the seeds of all sorrows and none less. Therefore, O Bhavya, O capable soul, if you wish to get rid of sorrows, then eradicating of these wrong beliefs, etc., alienated dispositions is the only act worth doing. By this way only you will achieve the highest benediction. Thus, the fourth chapter describing the wrong belief, knowledge, conduct in the Moksha Prakashak Shastra is concluded.
So 10th point, although he knows well that he has to live for next embodied life, okay? So he will be reincarnate in a next, in a different body, in a different state of existence. Yet he makes no effort for getting agreeable and avoiding unagreeable. So agreeable means the one that is beneficial to him, and unagreeable means not beneficial to him. He makes no effort for getting agreeable and avoiding unagreeable. And he knows that he's going to take birth in the, he's going to leave this body anyways. And avoiding unagreeable associations for the next birth. And instead makes ceaseless effort, non-stop effort, in order that the generations of his sons, grandsons may remain in agreeable condition. Nothing unagreeable may happen to them. Okay. So that is his endeavor, but it does not happen that way. You know, everyone, each one is independent. Each one has come with his own merits and demerits, and accordingly, the situations, the events will unfold in his life, right? But he believes that he wants to do good for his coming generations also, sons, grandsons, and for them he is earning, he is making all the provisions, right? But it does not happen that way. And because of delusion, he is doing such things. But in reality, all things are happening independently. He is not a doer. But because of delusion, he believes himself to be a doer, and he's trying his best to get the good associations for his family. Okay. But in reality, everything is happening independently. He's not doing anything. Although after someone's death, the property collected in the present existence is not seen rendering any help. Now, Dhirubhai Ambani had 6,500 crores or 65,000 crores, I suppose, right? But that remained here. His sons are enjoying, his grandsons are enjoying, his great-grandson will enjoy. But for him, it is not rendering any help, okay? Yet, in spite of being sure of next birth, he continues to protect and acquire property, etc. in this birth. Now, the main point is that his time is, after because of his indulgence in this kind of activities, he is killing his time. And this life in this birth is fixed. It is not going to increase in any way. And we have all got limited time in this birth, right? So if we spend time after all these unnecessary things which are not going to render us any help in the next birth, then what is the use, right? At certain level, it is okay. But people, we have seen people getting indulged in business or whatever activities till their last day of his life, you know, and they don't have any consideration to know what is his true identity, how does the soul function, what will happen when this life comes to an end. No thinking about this. Although in worldly existence, they are very intelligent and wealthy people. But as far as this spiritual understanding is concerned, they are very poor. Okay. And they don't have the vision of their life, and they don't know what is good for me and what is not good for me. And so they are indulging in such sort of activities which are not going to help him in any way in his next birth. Last point, 11th. And due to indulgence in sensual pleasures, okay, passional acts, and act of injury, etc., okay, he himself becomes unhappy and miserable. Because all these activities, sensual pleasures, passional acts, and acts of injury, okay, all these activities carries a feeling of anxiety, perturbedness in them. Okay. So he becomes unhappy and miserable, becomes foe of others. Okay. Develops enmity with others and reproachable in this world, and becomes miserable in the next world also. So in this world also he is suffering from miseries, and because of the karmic bondage, in the next birth also he will again be miserable there also. So he is doing his harm in such stature that even he is not able to make out what he is doing. And that is all because of the influence of delusion, wrong belief. Okay. All this he knows well, yet indulgence in the aforesaid acts only. Although in many ways he himself perceives all this well, yet he believes, knows, and follows contrarily. He is able to realize that I am doing is wrong, but his belief, knowledge, and his conduct, it's all in the wrong direction. Okay. He is not able to do right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct. So all this is the glory of delusion. And because of this delusion, we have been suffering from time immortal, right? And now is the time has to come to get rid of this delusion by understanding the scriptural facts, whatever is written in the scriptures. Basically, the fundamentals, 7 fundamentals is the shortest of our syllabus. If you understand these 7 fundamentals, you can develop right belief. It is so simple. And we have covered these 7 fundamentals in the last 2 years, 3-4 times. Okay. In this chapter also, we discussed the 7 fundamentals initially. What is the error regarding soul, non-soul element, then error regarding influx, bondage, stoppage, dissociation of karma, and liberation. So he has got wrong belief in all these 7 fundamentals, and because of that, he is not able to manifest right belief, and without right belief, the happiness, he cannot experience happiness. Okay. So in this world also he is miserable, and in the next birth also, because of this bondage, he will again be miserable there. Okay. All these he knows well, yet indulges in the aforesaid acts only. You know, the drunkard, person who has consumed alcohol, okay, so they know everything, but they are not able to act properly because of the influence of alcohol. The alcohol captures their mind, and they are not able to think rationally what is good for them and what is not good for them. And here also the same thing applies because of the influence of delusion. So there was alcohol, here is this delusion. This soul is not able to realize what is good for me, what is good for him, and what is not good for him. And he indulges in all sorts of wrong kind of activities. Although in many ways he himself perceives all this well, yet he believes, knows, and follows contrarily. So all this is the glory of delusion. Okay. Now the conclusion. In this way, this jiva is found indulging in wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. Okay, BKC. From beginningless time, there is no beginning, beginningless time, eternal, anadi. Okay, due to this indulgence, which indulgence? Wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. The association of karma creating several kinds of miseries in this world is found. The association of karmas creating several kinds of miseries in this world is found. These perverse, wrong belief, knowledge, conduct, dispositions alone are the seeds of all sorrows and none else. Okay. So this wrong belief, wrong knowledge, and wrong conduct, that is the perverse disposition, alone are the seeds of all sorrows and none else. So what should be your effort? First, you have to get rid of the passional disposition, or first you have to get rid of delusion. Which one you should get rid first?
Delusion.
Delusion, right. So initially, you have to first get rid of delusion. Along with delusion, the Anantanubandhi Kashai, okay? The intense passion binding infinite karmas, that also will go away. Then, of course, 3 levels of passion will be there. And when you attain the 5th stage, then the second level of passions will go. When you attain the when you attain the 6th and 7th stage, then the third passion will go. And when you eradicate passions completely, then you will develop complete passionlessness state. Okay. But the beginning has to be done with getting rid of delusion. And because of only delusion, delusion is the seeds of all sorrows and none else. So whatever sufferings that we are undergoing through, it is not because of any karma, but it is because of our own wrong belief, delusion. Okay. So you don't have to blame external objects or persons. You cannot blame the karmas also, but it is your own wrong understanding, not able to comprehend the scriptures. Okay. And because of that, the delusion persists, and because of delusion, your all sorrows and miseries are there. So this is in short about the glory of delusion. Therefore, O Bhavya, O capable soul. Bhavya means the soul who is capable of getting liberated is called Bhavya. And there are many souls abhavya, not capable of manifesting right belief, right knowledge, right conduct, and never getting liberated. They will never get liberated. Just imagine, there are infinite souls like that. Therefore, O Bhavya, O capable soul, if you wish to get rid of sorrows, then eradicating of this wrong belief, etc. Wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. Alienated dispositions. What is this alienated dispositions? Vibhav. Okay, vibhav. That which is against that which is opposite to our nature is called alienated disposition. Vibhav is the only act worth doing. Okay, only act worth doing. First of all, we should eradicate the wrong belief. Okay, is the only act worth doing. By this way only you will achieve the highest benediction. Benediction means good for us. Param Kalyan. Okay. Highest benediction, Param Kalyan. The one that is of our utmost benefit is getting rid of wrong belief. Okay. And this is only worth doing. Whatever else you do, you are at a loss, always at a loss. Okay. Even if you earn tens and thousands and crores of rupees, still nothing will help you in your next life. But if you are able to get rid of this delusion, then you will manifest right belief and your path of liberation will begin. And that is your birth in the real sense. Okay. Unless and until you manifest right belief, you have not born at all. Okay. Not born at all means not born in the path of liberation. You are still wandering in the mundane existence only. Okay. And this we have not done any time before. So that is why Todarmalji is motivating us, oh Bhavya, oh capable soul. If you want to get rid of all sorrows, then you first get rid of wrong belief. Then wrong knowledge and wrong conduct will follow. So once you get rid of wrong belief, you manifest right belief, and along with right belief, right knowledge and right conduct follows. Okay, and this is what worth doing. There is nothing else that is worth doing. Okay. Thus, the fourth chapter describing the wrong belief, knowledge, conduct in the Moksha Marg Prakasak Shastra is conducted. Okay. So here we complete the syllabus for Moksha Marg Prakasak for this SEM. And I have given topics for Gandhar Mulyankan to each of you. Okay. So that now everyone can attempt, and I will give you maximum 15 days. Okay. So today is say 3rd, right? So I'll give you time up to 19th. So by 19th, you submit your Gandhar. Of course, some of you have done it, but most of you have not done it. Okay. So that is the one that you have to complete first. Then concept clarity paper 1. So there are 2 topics that I have given you. One is this one, the glory of delusion. And the next one is earlier one was 4 kinds of desires. Okay. So these are the 2 topics that everyone has to cover for concept clarity paper 1. Now you have a facility, you can give orally also if you don't want to write, but I would suggest you write for your own benefit. You will spend time with Jinwani and you will understand this topic better because these are all very important topics. And if you are able to realize or understand the nature of delusion, then it will be easy for you to get rid of delusion. Okay. So this is all. If you have any questions, we can take up.
So chapter 3 and chapter 4 are for syllabus, sir.
Yes,
This
yes.
semester only 2.
Yeah, for this time only 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Okay. And the question what you have given for concept clarity, both questions or either one of them should be answered?
Both. It's
Both.
not question. It is the topic only. 4
topic.
desire and
Yeah.
the glory of delusion. So this
Okay.
you have to cover, and if you can relate it with examples, your day-to-day life examples. The idea is if you connect this thing with your own life, then you will be able to realize where is our wrong belief, And if you understand where is your wrong belief, then you will be able to eradicate it very easily by understanding the 7 fundamentals. So because the errors persist, that's why you are not able to realize yourself. The day you understand the 7 fundamentals very correctly and don't mix anyone with anyone, know their nature independently, that is the time you will manifest right belief. So in that sense, this is very important. Both the topics are very important. So I've given very short topic. This is also 1.5 page only. And that one is also 2-3 pages only. So this much is the syllabus. Otherwise, the total pages, if you see, it is more than 50 pages, right? But I've given you 3-4 pages only so that you can focus and understand it better, and you can relate it to your own life also.
Sir, sir, delusion means we should take as moga or wrong belief, sir?
Darshan. Delusion is darshan moh, and then there is the charitra
Yeah.
moh, conduct deluding
Okay.
karma.
Oh. So more that both will come. That's it.
No, only Darshan Mog.
Darshan Mog, no?
Yes, only Darshan Mog. Glory of delusion.
Yeah.
We are only
That is
discussing.
Charitra Mog, no? The other is.
No, Charitra Mog, I'm not giving you homework. We discussed the nature of wrong conduct so far. Okay. Today we completed that first, and then we move on to this topic of glory of delusion. So that is not a part of your concept clarity, but we discussed all the three: wrong belief, wrong knowledge, and wrong conduct. So that you have to understand, because unless and until you don't understand wrong belief, wrong knowledge, and wrong conduct, then how you will manifest right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct? So first we have to realize our mistakes. Okay, so once we realize our mistake, we are able to mend it and correct it. That is the whole idea. Okay, any other questions? So for this, Aditi ji, the last date is 19th for the Gandhar Mulyankan, because it has already been given long back. But since we have not completed a syllabus, so I was not pressing it. But now you have holidays for 15 days, the next class will be on. So you have to complete it very quickly, this homework. Next class will be on. Yes. So I'll be coming back on 19th. Okay. That is Thursday. Okay. So next class will be on 24th. Okay. So from 24th, we will start the second paper, paper 2, concept clarity paper 2, that is sequence bound modification. Very important topic, Krambad Paryay. Okay. Swamiji is very famous for Krambad Paryay, and Dr. Harilji has written that book very nicely, and it's a very interesting topic. So that is paper 2. And then we have paper 3, where there are assorted 2-3 topics. One is cosmology, one is about cosmology and something.
Sir, paper 2, what is the topic, sir?
Sequence bound modification.
Oh, sequence bound modification. Okay. Okay. And Gandhar Mulyan is 3 minutes or 5 minutes? How many minutes we should record, sir? Last time we submitted
5 minutes is max. 5 minutes is max. But even if you go 1 minute beyond, and if you are really enjoying it, I don't mind.
Okay.
So topics have been given. You are all aware, no, of topics. If anybody is not knowing topic, then you can contact Aditi ji, or you can share it once again. I think it's in the group only. Okay, so the last date for Gandhar Mulyankan is 19th of September. And the last date for concept clarity paper 1 is today is 3 plus 21, 24th. 24th, okay? 24th.
So will you send the questions in the group?
Yeah, Aditi ji will share it again. Otherwise, I will share it, no problem. It's
Thank
there.
you, sir.
If you just go 15 days back, it will be there.
I am sharing it, sir. It's 19th, right?
For concept clarity, sir.
Concept clarity, I'll share the topics. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, 19th is the date, right? Gandhar Mulyan.
Gandhar Mulyankan is 19th.
I'm just sharing the topic. I found the message.
Yeah, and concept clarity is 25th. Okay. So you have to create in Moodle these dates. Okay, so your 2 assignments are over, and the Viva we will do on sequence bound modification. And then the last topic will be Vijay ji will taught you. Yeah, Priyanka ji, want to say something?
Yes, Janendra sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for for Daslakshan Parva, sir, which pravachans are you going to listen every day for that particular day?
So there is a series of lectures going on in Parmagam also every day, 9:30 p.m. India time. Okay. Starting from 6th, every day there will be lecture on each religion. Okay. So that you can connect. I think you got the link, no, Aditi?
Yes.
It was in the team leaders group. You have shared it in the group? Today only it was shared. You can just see. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So she will show.
Um,
Yeah, no problem.
okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anything else? So everyone should complete Gandhar Mulyankan without fail before the deadline. That is 19th. And also complete this concept clarity 1 by 25th. These are the 2 deadlines. Okay.
Sorry, sir, can I ask before we depart? Sir, the pratikraman that that you had sent me photos from the book. So is it also available in English by any chance?
No, I don't think so, but you can convert it through Chat GPT.
Okay, sir.
Google will be ideal.
Okay, sir.
Google translation.
Priyanka, what sir has sent, can you share it in the group? Just what?
Yeah, that
yes.
Srimadji's
Yeah.
Samapna.
If you done a translation also, that also you shared here.
Yes, I'll do the translation, Shashikala ji, and then I'll send it in the group because it's written in Hindi letters.
कितना page है बेटा?
It's just 2, not much.
2 small pages.
2 small pages. It is very nice that, before it's just in the context, like someday I was very preoccupied with some negative thoughts, like, related to some office work and all. So I called Sir and he told me, like, if you ever feel like in a conflict, just read this and man shant ho jata hai. Like you just feel like, peaceful. So I'll translate and I'll share it in the
Yeah,
group.
both the Hindi and translated also one better.
Okay, I will do it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Anything else?
That's it, sir. Jai Jinendra. Thank you.
I hope all are good and enjoy this 10 Lakshan.
Jai Jinendra, sir. Thank you.
It's going to be better and better every time the 10 Lakshan. Earlier we were not knowing anything, so it was just like that only. But now as you go ahead in the studies, you will understand better and you will be able to relate it to your own life also, that what does it means to you. Okay. And of course, there will be lecture 1 every day starting on 6th, and you will be able to listen to that also. And there are so many other lectures going on throughout all the temples in India, and most of them are being shared in YouTube live. So that also you can see. Anyway, so you should complete the assignments. That will be your priority, okay, during the 10 Lakshan.
Sir, I'll be completing it and submitting, sir.
Oh,
the
very
previous ones also. There'll be a good opportunity for me to, since
Yeah,
the student is there.
Right.
So
Definitely. Good.
yes, so we can at least focus on our soul for the 10 days, and उसके साथ assignments also complete हो जाएगा.
Yes. Sure.
So, yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना 7 बार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना 7 बार है. 9 बार नौकार मंत्र की